and dance all on my own. All my friends went home, but I don't want to waste a song in the moonlight's never-ending glow. I'll be dancing all alone. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI DEVVE update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. I have a very, very upset tummy, so I am drinking some ginger ale because I'm not going to lie. I do not feel good at all. I actually feel bad. The opposite of good. Anyway, there's a ton to go over today, so let's try it. Let's try to get this bread. I have I've been trying to get DEVVE all day, and every single time I did, like I got a little bit this morning at like $1.15, $1.18, whatever, and that was great. It was fine. And these a-holes keep freaking buying it, and now it's $1.28. I'm trying my damnedest to try to get more, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power. Comment down below if you know that movie. It's Ace Ventura. One of the I think that's the second one. I think the second one with the dolphins. All right. Anyway, I don't have the power to get much more of this without it pumping. It's a couple of a-holes. I'll show you exactly who the a-holes are, and we can fight them together. One, it's this D-bag that bought $10,000 worth, and then there was another one down here, but 8 and 5,000. Oh no, the 5,000 that's somebody that's a bot. That's a bot. But still, somebody with 8,000, like it's dude, and this dude 14,000. So there's a lot going on. And I don't have a hey. Can I? Why are you not letting me? Okay, there we go. The amount of volume that we have for DEVVE today. So one, it's flipped OMI. It is entirely flipped OMI. I don't know if that was something that happened yesterday, but it definitely happened today. OMI down about 2.5% on the day to 000406. It is at number 549. DEVVE, which is it's got to be is number 545. So it's only a couple spots above. This is one of those things that, in my opinion, is going to have a pretty. It's going to run, I think, before OMI. To my knowledge, there's nothing. Well, let's go over the news that we have for the day. For OMI, let's take a look. We'll go to the Ecomi not YouTube page, the Ecomi Twitter page. 156,000 followers, and they have posted just a couple hours ago. The GoChain swap site is live. Easily swap your OMI from GoChain to Ethereum with directions below. #progress, not perfection. So I says, am I getting told to self-destruct in Invader Zim? Because finally, I used to be able to do that voice so well, and then life happened. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. That's the exact thing. Oh my God, Mr. Night Range, shout out to you. That's exactly what I was talking about. Oh, he quoted. Okay, I thought it was a different one. All right. Anyway, this could be good and bad for OMI. So now that people are able to have some people that have been forced to hodl because the bridge wasn't up at that point, but now that the bridge is up, they can go and say, okay, now I can bridge it to ERC20 and I can go and sell. I'm pretty sure it's ERC20. There's not a bridge to base, right? Let's read the article. If you have old GoChain OMI tokens or the wrapped OMI, WOMI, you need to swap them for the new ERC20 token. Okay, so they're only letting them swap to base. Now, obviously, once you get to base, you can bridge it super easily. You can put it on base on Stacker, and Stacker sponsors those gas fees, which is amazing. So you could do this through our token swap site, and we'll need Go. You'll need Go token and Ethereum for gas in order to process the token swipe. Warning: only use official links and information provided. The official Ecomi chain swap site is the only way to manually swap your GoChain OMI and wrapped OMI, or WOMI, to the Ethereum OMI token. Be wary of scams or any service offering to swap your tokens for you. It is a lie. My tummy hurts so bad. Before you begin, token swap site will remain open indefinitely, so you can choose to swap whenever you wish. It's not like, hey, it's only open for a week, let's do it right now. You can do it today, you can do it right now, you do it tomorrow, you do it this weekend. You can let it ride. You can let it go for a couple of months. It's fine. Do whatever you want. Using MetaMask or any other crypto wallet is at your own risk. You are responsible for ensuring that you are using the correct addresses and procedures and protecting your private keys. Do not take a picture, do not screenshot, do not email them. Please always remember the only time you need your seed phrase is if you are recovering a wallet, and even then, only when you have intentionally initiated this procedure. We will never ask you for your seed phrase or private keys. You should never provide them to anyone, and any request by anyone for your private key/seed phrase is a scam. Anyone asks you for scam. Straight up scam. Beware of scams and phishing attempts. Please be wary anytime you are interacting with these sites and ensure that you are only using the official links and sites as found in this article. Now, how do you swap the tokens? They built a swap site to make the process super easy for you, and it is designed to interface directly with MetaMask through your desktop browser. So you can go to chainswap.ecomi.com when the swap is live. If you already have and or use MetaMask or have GoChain added as a custom network, you can skip to step 4, which I'm going to say most of you do. Again, it's all in the, I don't want to read this whole freaking thing, but it's all in there. Install MetaMask if you don't already. Add GoChain and OMI to MetaMask. Send a small test amount to your wallet. So anytime I'm doing something over like $1,000, but hey, let me just send like $5 first, just to see if it gets there. And then if it does get there, boom, you're good. You're good. You can get there, and then the next transaction you can put 30 million if you want. Doesn't matter. I had some Pepto-Bismol too, and it's not helping. I don't know what's going on in my tummy there. And then step 4 is add Ethereum OMI to your MetaMask. So you open the MetaMask, ensure you're on the Ethereum mainnet. I've seen so many people constantly. Happened the other day to a buddy of mine. Wanted to send $200 of ETH, sent it to the Moon contract address, which is on Base, unable to do anything, unfortunately. So yeah, your assets can be lost. Connect MetaMask to the chain site, confirm your balances, and then enter your transaction amount, and then switch to the Ethereum network. So honestly, this sounds like a pain. I hope nobody has to do this, because it's an 11-minute read. It goes step by step. It'll tell you exactly what to do. It just seems that I would not want to do this. It's much easier. Like once you already have it on Ethereum, you're like, okay, well, once I get to Ethereum, you're saying I have to swap it again for Base OMI. Base OMI is super simple. All you have to do is go in and again, just put it on Stacker. They bridge it right for you. They sponsor the gas fees and everything. It's amazing. Shout out to Dr. Prophet with that. He's been a good egg throughout all these years. Moving on here from that. So yeah, is that going to be good or bad for OMI? Short term, you might have some people that have been forced to hodl, and they'll go in and say like, okay, not doing it anymore. I've held, it's done nothing but gone down. And they'll chase some green candles. Like, for example, any new money I get, well, I mean, that's I'm gonna say new money. So I am up to 200 million OMI now. I mean, you can never. I'd like to go in and just focus on other stuff. I'd like to pump up the DEVVE bags a little bit. Maybe pump up the Definity. Oh, I have a lot of Definity too. I don't think I need more. Pump up the DEVVE. Maybe pump up Flow while it's down. Pump up some Alluvium while it's down. Maybe I'll do some Senate, some Spores Network. Maybe I'll get some Bumper. Again, I have a lot of Definity. But what I'm saying is that if the price stays down and DEVVE if DEVVE goes up to $10 and OMI's still this price, like I'll get another 20 million. I'll get to 220. Again, if this happens, I don't know if it does. But it does seem that DEVVE has that announcement coming soon. Where first week is over, boys. Come on, let's get to that announcement. Oh man, it's $1.29 now. Come on, guys. Anyway, there's going to be some cross trade, because now you're going to have people that say like, I was worried about this. I didn't want to go in, and if they didn't have a simple thing like the chain swap site open, it just doesn't instill much confidence now that it's done. Some people be like, okay, it's good. They might get the confidence to buy. Again, once this was announced, OMI did kind of have a bit of an uptick. Not a ton, but went from 0038 to 0040. That could have been coincidence. There's only 867,000 in volume. Let's take a look at it on base and see if there was an actual uptick in orders just on that. So we'll go to OMI. Take a look on base. And what was that, 2 hours ago? Okay, there's actually been a lot of activity for the last 2 hours, so I'll go in and a lot of them were sells. Jesus, all right, so here's the last 2 hours. Again, a lot of these were sells, Jesus, but they're like, I don't know who 36B30 is, but they're sending like $30, $20, $67. I don't know what that is. What? Who's trying to do this on base? And they're selling super small amounts. Whoever they are, they have a little bit of Ethereum, and that's about it. Anyway, there's one person that bought $8,000 worth. Their multi-chain portfolio. Yeah, it's just OMI on there. And that's it. So anyway, let's move on there. There's a couple of things to go over for the news over the last 2 days, because I streamed yesterday, but I interviewed my friend Jen, who is a actress, comedian, and then we wound up, the stream was only for an hour, but then we wound up talking for 2 hours afterwards, so we've been behind on stuff all day. Let's go to this here. We talked about that one. Flounder. Maserati did really well. Okay, so we have a new IP from VeVe, and that IP is, what episode are you doing? Okay, it's called Hands In Factory Running Mon. So this new thing, 22,000 followers over on Instagram. So there's not a ton, but before I get into that, I just want to tell everyone to go in and smash that like button. It's a free way to help support the channel. Not free ways or Patreon. So there's a super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Okay. Do documents. I have fudge. I don't have time to read this right now. Okay, I'll read that later. So 22,000 followers over on Instagram for this thing. I honestly, this is kind of, I don't want to say my wheelhouse. This is the things that I like, because I've said before, I would say that Superman or Todd Batman outperforms any of the Krypkins. I don't have a Todd Batman, but I have all the Krypkins. They're cool. Those are the types of things that I like. So you have Running Mon Bighorn. He's kind of cool. He's whatever. Running Mon, and then you have the VeVe Gold version, which I thought was really cool, where there's only 90 of those. Then you have Running Mon for Nature version. There's 1,100 of those. So these are $15, and then they have multiple special editions, which I really like for each of them. Okay, here we go. The Yeti. This guy is freaking awesome. Abominable Snowman, the Yeti. I like that. And then there's a fire red version of him, the VeVe Red 90 edition. So I really like these VeVe exclusives. Then you have the Sasquatch. So the Krypkins are things that I like. I don't think they're going to be really. I don't think these are going to be really big, unless these things have like Nounish Friends. Nounish Friends have like really big collectibles, like NFTs in general over on OpenSea and stuff like that. So those, I think, have a really good chance of going really high, because some of them are really good in OpenSea, in the outer realm. So to kind of bridge that gap, I'm glad they're on here. Again, they have an ogre. I don't know if any of these are really gonna. They might sell out. I think they might sell out just because there's a bunch of different ones of them. You have those one of 90s. I might get some. I'll keep you all posted. I'll see. Moving on after that. VeVe Digital Collectibles, for whatever reason, on the normal, common, uncommon, ultra rare, whatever it is, they show you how many editions they had when they started and how many are left. So you can calculate how much they made, calculate how much are left. But for the special editions, they never do. They only post on the socials, like, oh, there's only 15 commons left. Like, would have been nice to know. It would have been nice to put it on the platform. Okay, let me go to this dude on Facebook. And this dude, fudge. This dude on Facebook, I have to go to their post from like 2 days ago. Someone, poll. Well, I'll get to that poll later. Oh, nice. Amazing Spider-Man number 1969, or edition 1969 for Amazing Spider-Man 78, edition 1969. First appearance of the Prowler. Comics and Crypto had claimed their bounty on that. I thought that was really cool. Good for them. Paid $500 for that bounty. All right, there's this one guy, Renee. All right, he says, last night I watched this video talking about the this is the Superstar Money channel, talking about our VeVe collectibles, real NFTs, the truth. It's not clickbait. I don't know what it is. So it says, I'm not a fan of these creators, but one thing I've learned in this space is the importance of considering different points of view. This particular video featured part of an insightful interview with Ben Rose, diving deep into topics like self-custody and the age-old question, are VeVe's collectibles real NFTs? Let's clear this up. Yes, VeVe's collectibles are NFTs. They're on an Ethereum Layer 2 blockchain, and that's indisputable. But here's the real question. In the future, will people care about the underlying technology? Probably not. They'll care about the transparency, proof of ownership, and security. However, to fully realize VeVe's potential and earn trust from both collectors and crypto natives, we need one crucial thing, the option for self-custody. If you don't feel secure with self-custody, leave your assets in VeVe. Just as many leave theirs in Coinbase, but at least give those of us who want control of the option to manage our assets. I'm sure if I'm CEO of VeVe and I have to hear these complaints all the time, where even though, again, VeVe's a legit, reputable company, it's fine, they'd never do anything. If it was in my power, I would take whatever, or maybe I wouldn't, but I would definitely like to have taken whatever manpower it would be to make them interoperable or have self-custody, just so I don't have to hear this insignificant complaint ever again. So I'm sure that VeVe would do this if it were up to them, which leads me to like that belief that, okay, maybe it's not 100% up to them, and maybe it's up to the licensor. See, this is so good, but there's so much sugar. Don't need as much sugar in this. Goes on, says, here's why it matters. Platforms like Quid and other big IPs have gone down, leaving collectors wondering what will happen to their collections. Same fate has, all right, so this was addressed like years ago by David when he said that there's something already in place where you can go in, like if VeVe like falls down, there's already a contingency plan in place if that happens for people's assets. Honestly, all this is kind of a moot point. Talking about the plan for self-custody, or at least clarity. So there's so much stuff here. I really wish that this is why it's super important. Why, as an investor, or I guess as like a YouTuber, someone that interviews people for the podcast, I'll only ask questions that I would want to know as an investor. But and if I'm going to invest in something, I look at all the podcasts. I look at all the interviews they've done. And if this person would have done that, he would have known this question was answered years ago. Now, maybe this person's a little new. Maybe this person just didn't want to watch every interview with David, which is fine. He's done a lot over the past several years. But again, if you're putting money into this, and this person seems to be an active member, he's a top contributor, it does seem to make some poetic sense that you would want to do something like that, like watch all of the interviews from the CEO, but I digress. You have Sergio Rodriguez on the other end saying, just published a new article about VeVeVerse. Here's an excerpt. The key to VeVeVerse's success will depend on its social features. Features like live events, chat functionalities, and user-generated content will be essential in driving retention and excitement. Nope, this is not okay. VeVe should consider hosting live drops directly within the VeVeVerse rather than relying on external platforms like Discord. This will provide a more immersive experience for collectors. Discord sucks. I hate Discord. I'll never use it. So I agree with Sergio on this 100%. Says leveraging the expertise of their YouTube hires, such as Corey and My Collectibles, could elevate these live events to new heights. Imagine the excitement of participating in live drops within the VeVeVerse itself. I think that'd be dope. Additionally, community updates and Q&A sessions should be premiered on the VeVeVerse before being shared to YouTube. This would prioritize the platform and encourage user engagement. Agreed with that as well. Implementing direct messaging capabilities is crucial for fostering stronger connections in the community. I wish they would have this on the VeVe app. It would be so much easier if someone has something for sale, DM them, hey, can you lower this X amount? Like, I understand why they don't do that, because me and anyone else that has some like really cool stuff, one, just get, I'm just gonna throw this out there, like, most everyone would be super chill. Most everyone would be awesome. And they would just leave each other alone, and they would maybe send each other messages to either people they knew, or like legit, like 99% of people would be like, hey, you have this up for 50. Can you put it up for like 47 and I'll take it? It'll be something like that. But I had to make a YouTube video like 2 years ago, maybe now. A video for all my male subscribers. And this was really only intended at one person, but I've seen it happen multiple times. Every time I have a pretty girl on here, always someone, and it's usually not one of the regular folks, always someone is like saying something inappropriate. So I know that that's definitely part of the reason why they don't have that on there, is because it will devolve, like this small super minority amount of people will devolve into just like into that. So I'm pretty sure that's why they don't have that. If they, and I also wish they'd have a block button on VeVe as well. I don't want to be tagged in something, or I like, if I don't want certain people commenting on my stuff, so I just block them. So I wish they had that as well. I would say for VeVeVerse, I would love to have some type of messaging content. I would also love to have like a block content as well, saying like anyone can come in except for these people. Like these people that I put in the block list are not allowed in. They're never allowed in. I would enjoy that. So there should also be a calendar dedicated to keep track of every event taking place inside of the VeVeVerse. Agreed. And I think it's like, well, what if there's multiple things going on in one day? It's like, well, then you only prioritize the ones that are bigger, and that incentivizes people to make their stuff really cool. Because if you have one thing, like everyone's going to want to be like, oh, VeVe, I'm having something in the VeVeVerse, put it on the calendar. And meanwhile, they just want attention from VeVe, or they just want people to go in and say like, to go in because VeVe says so. But if you put it on somebody that has like really cool things that's going on, versus somebody that never has anything going on, they just want to like ruin the other event or what for clout, it would make sense to prioritize the person that either had that bigger following. Now I understand, like, what if there's two awesome people that want to have something on the same time? Like, if they do these things a lot, have them both, that's fine. There's exceptions to that rule. But I would like them to have some type of leveling system there, where certain ones are deemed as more important than others. So like I never do spaces. So for an example on this, let's say if I wanted to do a space at the same time that O'Milly wanted to do a space, I would just, like, no salt would be mined from me if VeVe just like retweeted or requoted O'Milly's space and not mine, because like I never do that. I host a space like 4 times a year, maybe. So I would just rather, again, that's speaking against myself. Even if I had something important to say, if I had something really important to say, I'd just go live, do whatever. But you know, that's his thing. So like, I wouldn't expect any special treatment from me or whatever. I would expect them to go to him. Now I know not. I'm really getting ahead of myself here. I don't think this would be a good problem to have. Like, so many people want to do stuff inside the VeVeVerse that VeVe would have to go and prioritize this. It's just something to think about in case it does happen. Sergio goes on to say, ultimately, VeVe needs to provide continuous engagement to retain users by offering daily activities and events. VeVeVerse can maintain its appeal and prevent user fatigue. Yeah, like on Pokemon TCG Pocket, you get 2 free packs every day. That keeps people going to their app every single day. And it's to get free packs. The amount of time people spend on there, the more time people spend on there, the better. That proves their network. That shows that it's worth whatever. It's awesome. VeVe should do the same thing. Moving on. Rudy Namecoast saying, I'm liking all the Elsa hype. This set is in Tina Sells For You collection, Disney 100 collection with a 2019 in there. So sexy. It is Elsa and Transformative Potion 100, and then Elsa 2019. I thought that was a really cool set that they have in there. There was a post yesterday on where and how to buy unicorn fart dust. I feel like normally once that happens, it's kind of like, okay, probably time to sell, but then it pumped like 30% today. So I was like, okay, all right, clearly I'm, what is this? Okay, all right, Debbie. All right, you're still at $1.27. All right, go down. Go down a little bit more, Debbie. I need y'all to do that for me. All right, anyway, Scotchy68 says, welcome to my second partner statue in the collection with special mint. This one is number 230. Thought that was great. And the quote under it says, I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. Same with Pokemon, even though it started with Bulbasaur, Rhyhorn, Arceus, Mew. You know what I mean. Let's take a look at what the price is for a partner statue. Raise my glass and dance along. Home my friends went home. Okay, sorry. We have, is it like $1,300 now? It's down to $1,300. $1,299 we can get a partner statue for. I kind of want one. I always want a partner statue, right? Tesla. Oh, this is a fun one. This has nothing to do with maybe an OMI or DEVVE. It's Tesla. Tesla dominates China. Sales hit records in December. Tesla sold a jaw-dropping 83,000 cars in China last month, a 12.8% jump from November, setting a new monthly record. In 2024, they moved 657,000 vehicles, which is up 8.8% year over year, making China responsible for a hefty 36.7% of Tesla's global deliveries. Meanwhile, global sales slipped 1.1% to 1.79 million cars. But hey, Tesla still outpaced rival BYD's 1.76 million EVs globally. Guess that's what happens when you play in BYD's backyard and win. To keep the momentum, Tesla dangled juicy incentives in China, like a 10,000 yuan, which is about $1,300 Model Y discount and zero interest 5-year financing. The goal? Clear out inventory before the refreshed Model Y Juniper rolls in, because who doesn't love a little spring cleaning in January? Also, shout out to Giga Shanghai for not just keeping China rolling, but supplying the rest of Asia as well. Talk about multitasking. Sam Altman says, insane thing, they are currently losing money on OpenAI Pro subscriptions. People use it more than they expected. Imagine having people pay $200 a month and they're still losing money on it. This is why AI is such a, God, it's so hard. Very inflated valuations. I've been saying that for a while. Tina Garcia says, ran into the Colonel at Kohl's today. That's just the KFC, my little guy right here. Shout out to everything over about FigPin. Love them all. Would anyone like to buy this? Let me know. It's unopened. You can. It's a virgin variant, VeVe. So y'all can go in and buy that from me. Let me know if y'all want. Congrats to Brady K101 for being a random winner of the Groot giveaway. Stay tuned for even more chances to win. So shout out to them. I think he won like a holiday Groot, which is really cool. DEVVE, looking good, brother. Looking good. All right, top 500 VeVe hodlers for this week, going in from December 30th to January 6th. So let's go to the top sellers. We have JRock 7903, that has sold 52 collectibles. I was like, well, Chavez, I thought that was a, I thought we were talking about the hodlers. I am, but this is in the top 500 hodlers. These are the people that are selling. California Comics sold 90 collectibles, and Shane 79 sold 118. So that's 208 plus that's 250. Yeah, that's 260. So there's 260 of those. The top 3 people have sold 260 comics. Now you have Jayco that has purchased 177 collectibles. And then you have Scary Sea Monster, bought 192 collectibles. So Jayco's the number 3 wallet. Scary Sea Monster was the number 15 wallet, but after purchasing 192, now he's the number 13 wallet. An Expert 44 bought 496 collectibles, and now he's ranked number 9, so he's in the top 10. Now he has 15,567, which is nuts. So I am barely hanging in there at 483 collectibles. I'm sorry, no. I have 1,705 collectibles at number 483. You need 1,675 collectibles to be in the top 500. I will be kicked out probably next week. Dr. Fuse, the number 2 wallet, bought 127 collectibles. That man's got 26,040 collectibles. Jesus. I think the second week in a row, Bezojman and Dr. Profit had not bought anything. I think they're a bit busy right now. Mr. Rolex bought another 134 collectibles. Stefano 8 bought 118. Imagine buying those and not being mentioned in the top 3. I'd be salty. All those flavors, and you choose to be salty. Montreal Actor bought 138 collectibles. Mir 40 bought 117. And to be in the top 10, you need 15,217 collectibles. Just 15,216 is the current top 10. Insane. You could have 15,000 collectibles flat and not be in the top 10. That is wild. Conclusion of 2024 marked a record of $44.2 billion of inflows globally, almost 4x the prior record set in 2021. Bitcoin dominated 2024, seeing 38 billion in inflows, representing 29% of assets under management, while Ethereum saw a resurgence in late 2024, bringing full-year inflows to 4.8 billion. Digital asset investment products saw net outflows totaling 75 million for last week. Then you have MicroStrategy going on and saying, you know what we're going to do? We're going to buy another 1,070 Bitcoin for 101 million at 94,000 per Bitcoin. Now they have achieved Bitcoin yield of 48% in Q4 2024 and 74.3% in fiscal year of 2024. As of January 5th, 2025, they hodled 447,470 Bitcoin, acquired for 27.97 billion at 62,503. Per Bitcoin. That is just bananas. I don't even. Lordy. Fanny Carbonell says the Potter cast, including me, because we were all invited to nosed Benumbrar throughout the years. Very high quality Harry Potter Fantastic Beast shop. So she was just part of a thing where a bunch of the other characters had gone on and just said whatever they said about the series. Shout out to her. Can't wait for her to get her big break. Obviously, being Harry Potter has got to be, that's such a life goal. That's heckin' awesome. Prices said around 10 cents. Nope. No. Okay, so I guess for Definity, there was a question the other day that somebody asked saying, will Definity work on selling the token for discounts at these prices? Previously, they have said that the price needs to be around 10 cents. Kind of feels that we're in a catch-22 situation where we need the price to be 10 cents to allow the team to push the token, but we aren't getting the 10 cents without the demand of the users of the Definity platform, unless they have changed their strategy on that. They mentioned possibly building a mechanism to burn tokens when used for discount. Would be interesting to hear what this will be. Do we know if the discounts will be activated by a one-off purchase / hold of Definity, or would the users need to purchase every month? So the 10-cent minimum that was mentioned by Manu Chowdhury, the CEO, but this was at a time when they didn't know how successful the Meridius business would be, and were only expecting to start utility with the Jersey Bank model. Now that Meridius has been so successful, there will be utility for this business. However, the amounts for buying and holding will be less as the clients are not as big. For the reason the 10-cent minimum would not be applicable, So hopefully the utility will start with Meridius, and the smaller amounts will start to support demand for the token. And once the Jersey utility starts, the token liquidity will be at a better place to allow for larger buys. The burning of the tokens used for paying trade fees is a slightly different utility, which will be available to customers who pay their fees by monthly invoice rather than as part of a bid offer spread. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so going over Definity real quick. Let's take a look here, DEFX. Oh, actually, they were down. All right, so they're at 3.7 cents, 15,000 in volume. They're less than a $6.5 million market cap. Rounding up, let's say round up to 6.5 million. 100x, and you're like nowhere close to $1 billion. I honestly think they could do a several 100x from here. I don't think they're going to move anytime soon, but I stack every month. I get more Definity every month, and it's because it's going to, I think that outperforms OMI. From here, it'll probably outperform DEVVE as well. I know from like 98 cents, Rain said they could do like a 1000x. And that was from like 90 cents, it could do 1000x. Now that's at like $1.27. I don't think that's really happened anymore. Let's see what we have here. Still $1.27. Fudge. I want to go in and buy more. It won't let me. But the reason why I think this is because Definity, they haven't really done any marketing. In their Telegram, they haven't said that they really have any plans to do any major marketing yet. They are only on NXC. I think OMI and DEVVE do run first. So that's why I'm up to 200 million OMI now. So I'm trying to stack this DEVVE. Working my work. I haven't stopped all day. I have not had a moment's time from the time I woke up to write meow. I'll be working all night. I'll be working all day tomorrow. What time is it? What's tomorrow? Oh, fudge. I'll be on. All right. So there's this guy. We'll call him Jean. Oh, Jean. No, his name is Jan. Jan collects. I will be on his YouTube channel. I don't know if it's live. I hope it's live. At 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be on there. Actually, let me message. Send me the link for tomorrow. Or I guess it's today. Maybe it's a link for today because I don't know where he's at. Yeah, he's in Germany. So big German fam guy. Anyway, this is him. Jan collects. I'll be on his stream tomorrow. I think 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll have to confirm with him on that. No, I lost my spot. Oh, wow. I'm really. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have. All right. I have so much left to go over. I know I've been going 38 minutes already. Death Banet says, although I will miss my partner statue 1313 greatly, glad that it went to a good home and great collector. I used that fund to add Secret Rare Spidey along with 100 Weapon X to my collection. As David Yu says, collect what you love. So having a Secret Rare Spidey is awesome. But that is 100 rare Wolverine Weapon X's. That is bananas. That is just, oh my God, that's absolutely incredible. January, February, yep. Okay, so again, why OMI has a lot of stuff that we know they're putting out in Q1. It's very possible that none of that stuff rolls out in January. Or maybe it does. I don't know. But we know we're getting at least phase 1 of VeVeVerse. We know we're getting some form of this affiliate program. I have no idea what that could be. Even and the Stacker thing, Stacker is going to roll out fully in Q1 as well. Hopefully allowing for a bit more licenses with OMI to NFT, at least more than we have now. Again, maybe they do it like 1 per month. That's fine. Maybe they save them for like all like March, like Beware the Ides of March, and there's all 3 of them announced on the same day, and it goes bananas. I don't know if they'll do any exchanges. I don't know if they'll do any type of outside marketing outside of what's already going on with the team. But we do know that the base is being set for that. That's why I think OMI does go up in Q1. even just a little bit. And then DEVVE just has that announcement. We know it's happening hopefully this month. And through that, I would love it if DEVVE went to like $10. Well, I hope it goes like back down to like $1, so I can just buy more, and then it moons. And then roll some of that into OMI. Let's say after that 10x, let's say it goes to, I'll roll that into OMI. And then what I have in OMI, when that does like a 20x, okay, so now you're at 200x, okay. Then I'll roll it into Definity. Obviously not all of it. 20x from here is 008. Well, I'd roll a good amount of that into Definity, and then again, you're already at a 200x. Even if that just does another 20, you have 4000x. So this is that's the idea right now. Now, obviously, it could go. Other stuff could happen for no rhyme or reason. Definity could do a 10x like it's nothing. That, again, which is great for me. It's my second biggest bag. It wouldn't. That would be my biggest bag at that point. It wouldn't have to do much else. Anyway, moving on. Winklevoss-led Gemini Trust Company agrees to pay $5 million to settle the CFTC charges in proposed order. This is my nope. I'm not going over that. Fudge. I can't go over that either. I want it. And DEVVE had posted another great chat with blockbytes.com, this time with Crypto Brady V. Have a watch, but careful, highly contagious for getting excited about DEVVE. Yeah, they're doing a lot of marketing here. Very excited for them. VeVe posted a Happy New Year video, and they posted it yesterday. I don't understand the calculus behind that, but I'm sure they could tell you. It was like a, I don't know why they wouldn't post it on like New Year's Eve or on New Year's, and why you wait till like little Christmas to do that. But again, that's on them. I gave it a like. I gave it a heart. To claim, nope, not doing that. Kind of excited. Agreed. Trying to buy. So my buddy says, kind of excited about DEVVE when Bitcoin rips up again. It's one of the very few that didn't go down. I said, agreed. Trying to buy now, but people keep buying. Trying to buy now, but people keep buying. So I can't get a good entry price. People are a-holes. Okay, sorry. I love this meme. She was fearless and crazier than him. She was his queen. And God help anybody that dared to disrespect the queen. And it's Eminem as the Joker. And it's Mom Spaghetti as Harley Quinn. That's just my favorite meme, like, ever. Also, look how cool I was in like 2018, 2017. I don't know, 2018. Yeah, that's real Wolverine, Logan. So it's a different jacket. It's not the same jacket. Mr. MC1 had posted, do you see the forest from the trees? Do you ever ask yourself, what is VeVe? Started as a premium digital collectibles company with DC NFT official statue, but now it also distributes digital collectible one-of-one art, digital collectible Marvel comics with VeVe exclusive covers, digital non-collectible but upgradable comics, physical Marvel comics with limited quantity and VeVe exclusive covers again, a publishing platform for digital physical comics from independent artists, physical statues and art with Funko, an independent artist, physical and digital pins. I really should have put Figpin in there. Digital convertible to physical tickets for events. All of this, again, by VeVe. I feel like you should have tagged Figpin in there. Maybe it wouldn't let him. I don't think I can go over that. VeVe says, take a closer look at Wolverine's triumphant return from the land of the dead. Digital comic release features cover art by Steve McNiven and Scotty Young. How did that do today? That came out today, right? Take a look-see, shall we? Let's shall. Wallet. Nope, we don't need the wallet. We got to go to the store. Return of Wolverine. Let's see how that went. Not great. There's 14, 1500, 19, 21, 22, 22. All right, so let's say like 700. Made about 5K, give or take. Not great. Not great. But I'll take it. I'll take it as long as it's whimsical. Oh, Jen. Oh, my. She's not my bae. My friendo. Oh, speaking of Fig Pin, Mr. MC1 goes on and says, delighted to have my first shipment of Fig Pin from the website figpin.com arrive. Again, all of the stuff that you see here and more. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean that. Looks amazing and can't wait to register them in the FigPin app. A+ partnership with David Yu, hashtag Dan Williams, the CEO of FigPin, VeVe Official, Marvel, Disney, Stacker World, Ecomi. He's got, he's got Namor the Submariner over there. He's going to be really big in Secret Wars. Oh my God, he's got little freaking baby Grogu with a candy cane. That's awesome. He's got the Minnie Mouse. That's an XL. That's a really large Minnie Mouse. She's a mountain. And you have little Mickey, Christmas Mickey there is ready to climb that mountain. Another Minnie in a Santa gear getup. And then Goofy and Daisy Duck, which is fun. Oh, and then just a Fig Pin Christmas stuff. That is really nice. That is good. Good for him. Did I take a screenshot of that? Yes, I did. Very good. Mention that again tomorrow. Oh, this is so nice. Go Definity. Go Definity. Not the what do you call it? Not the crypto. I actually hope the crypto goes down so I can buy more soon. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a Ecomi, still 00040. Oh shoot. Look at the DEVVE again. Oh, $1.28. Can it go lower? Has not gone lower. Okay, moving on. David Atherton says, well, actually, so Good Morning Britain says Elon Musk called for the release of Tommy Robinson and criticized the Prime Minister and Jesse Phillips over the Rochdale scandal. He is also reportedly set to donate money to Reform UK Party, but should Elon Musk stay out of British politics? And 65.8% of people said no, he should not. They welcome his influence on that. So David Atherton says, it looks like Good Morning Britain's GMB poll blew up in their face. 2/3 of Britain welcome Elon Musk's involvement in UK politics, and he's got over 250,000 followers. I guess Andrew Tate wants to run for some type of prime minister over there. I think he could win. Oh, Claire, my bae. Okay, so you have Rudy Namecoast saying, arguably the most underrated items on the VeVe app is Disney Golden Moments. Building my Golden Moments collection before takeoff. Please share your stacks or most prized pieces. Make Disney Golden Moments great again. And he's got the 1977 R2D2 and C3PO. And then he also has the 1923 partner statue and Elsa. Oh my God, that's freaking cool. So jealous of him. Very jealous. And here I am at 19. Oh God, what a looker, right? What a looker. Maybe I was 20. I don't know. Guide to filing. Nope. Here's some nice little fan art I got of people. Fan art of me. That's very nice. Gem, mostly. Okay, so what is this about? Average, viral, and score. All right, so you had BB Newbie saying, I admit that Marvel Mighties were a speculative play for me. I don't even like most of them now that Mr. Ben Rose has confirmed there will be no new utility for existing VeVe official collectibles. I think I'm going to liquidate most of my Mighties I have. How about you? I have an Average Joe saying, like, not sure what he said. This is how misinformation gets spread on one's own interpretation of what they assume is happening, than others who do not research their own believing headlines. VeVe Digital Collectible post, we are committed to adding even more utility and long-term value to our existing collectible. Utility will be dependent on our agreement with the licensor. Plans are underway to bring new engagement to older collectibles. Be sure to keep an eye on our official channels for updates. So this whole thing is titled OMI Migration Bridge Live, VeVe Talks Utility. I will repeat that again for the people in the back. We're committed to adding even more utility and long-term value to our existing collectibles. Utility will be dependent on our agreement with the licensor. Plans are underway to bring new engagement to older collectibles. Be sure to keep an eye on our official channel for updates. Heckin' amazing. So you have somebody saying it's mostly Bitcoin and meme season. OMI is a utility token that most degens in the space do not care about. OMI has benched this bull run until the narrative changes. OMI is a long-term hope certificate, however, might be a tax offset for many. End of 2025 is decision time. The viral goes and says, today's narrative is not tomorrow's narrative. There will be plenty of different sector pumps throughout the bull market. OMI will play into many of them, from the NFT sector, to the metaverse sector, the ETH token pumps because ETH are reaching new all-time highs, to Base reaching a new mass users, blah, 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 blah. Just all of that. There's also something I want to read. I did read yesterday, but I want to read again today because I want to drive that point home hard. A buddy of mine, he goes in and texts me yesterday, or on Sunday, I don't think OMI is going to make it. This cycle will be over by December, and it's still at the bottom. So I say, well, you've got to wait for the NFT narrative for OMI to run. When it does, OMI will do 100x. It seems like AI or NFTs is the next thing to run. Both are being talked about. I think it'd be weird if it went straight from memes to AI. That's why I think NFTs being next is a good possibility. NFTs have also been doing about 300 million per week in volume. So there's a lot of evidence to suggest that it runs soon. That being said, NFTs can last. NFTs ran last during the previous cycle, so it is possible that it does happen the same way again, and we don't see it run till Q4. Shout out to Sean O'Hare for reaching level 70, aka Sean the producer. Love that man. Shout out to him. So Cavell had posted yesterday, to be fair, I do respect Randy's faith and the fact that he put his money where his mouth is and actually keeps his word. Strong character, in my opinion, and testament to his grind. He has the money to pay out in the first place, talking about the 20,000 in bets that I lost. So I completely hope I'm wrong about my opinions on VeVe. And if he turns out to one day be right, there's no one more deserving of the success that comes with it. Conviction is definitely strong in that one. We have 10GSWBK saying, in life, a person isn't judged by how he or she handles the wins. They're measured how they are handled by their defeats. Real Randy Chavez did it with honor and grace and paid his debts when many people would not have. Even though he lost, how he did it was a win. Food for thought. Queen VeVe goes on and requotes this, saying, Real Randy Chavez recently lost a few bets on Ecomi and VeVe official and paid his debts like a man of his word. This comment by a member of the community sums up why I consider Randy a friend. I would like to think we're family by now, Queen VeVe, but you know, I'll take friend. I'll take what I can get. David Yu, Mr. Ben Rose, time to support the community like the community supports you. So on that, I don't have what I put on that, but I pretty much said, I replied to her, and I just said, I have the utmost faith in the team. And if someone wants to make another bet for OMI, sure, let's do it. So yeah, I mean, someone asked the question a few months ago, at what price point do you consider yourself wrong on OMI? And again, that has nothing to do with price and everything to do with the culture of the company, the trajectory of the company. Are they delivering on stuff? All of the evidence the last few months suggests that they're growing, especially in the terms of marketing. They're building that out. If they were only laying people off, I'd be like, okay, why? And is there any plan to replace them? But yes, there's a couple jobs that have been disestablished, but it seems that they are hiring, and again, especially for marketing, to try to get, and Ben's, we don't know what it is, but part of Ben's benefits package is going in and increasing usership. Now, you already saw him do something that nobody ever did before. It's an airdrop to everyone that was active this year. And that got us a ton of views. So not only have they increased their user engagement by 5.5x from like from September to like Thanksgiving. But the fact that they're getting more people on than ever from stuff like that, he's doing it slow but steady. He's doing it. Ecomi, there's VeVe, there's Enter. What month? Okay, I'm on today. I'm at 54 minutes. I will go over the rest of this news tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight. I just have to go in and get to the comments now. So we have the Facer saying first. Reach your 200 million goal yet? Yes, I did. I wish I could have got more. But like I said, right now I'll try to stack some Definity. I'm sorry, some DEVVE. I mean more Definity too. Like, again, I get Definity every month, and I will continue to do so until I can't anymore. VeVe, where is this? Nope, don't need to do that. Yeah. I would very much like to get more of everything I have. So yeah. Bill Garner says, "What's up?" Bobby Green says, "Let's go." I've been talking all day, so my throat is just gone. Booth says, "Fifth." You are fifth. So Bobby Green. Larry Stoner says, "Didn't immutable migration already happen? So confused whenever." Well, yes, but these are for people that have their GoChain OMI, and they want this is the bridge site to ERC20. And then Mercado is hoping to accumulate another 3 to 4 million OMI with a tax return. Hoping 20 million is sufficient, but I'm gonna go for 30 just in case. Got to pick up those extra shifts. Yes, agreed. Accumulate another 3 to 4 million that tax return. I don't know when you get your tax return. I think you can start to file on January 15th, and then you end on like April 15th or whatever. I'm gonna have to pay a fudge ton, so that's gonna suck. Keep you all posted. OMI saying OMI getting all their ducks in a row. So I hope OMI is still cheap enough in April for you to get. I don't know if it will be. I don't think it'll be this. I think it'll be in the 001s or in the 00s at least. Getting all their ducks in a row. They are. They are. So live recording from the past. I don't know what that means. This is the. Well, I mean, I guess I'm reading your comments from 50 minutes ago. So I guess. I don't replay live. I don't even know how I would do that. I don't know how I would replay old live videos. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, y'all nerds are stoned AF. It's like always. This is live, but every sentence written is directly from the past, so it's confusing. Well, no, none of this is like written, right? Like I don't have any, like I don't have like notes. I don't have like, oh yes, I'll make this joke here. Ha 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 ha. Hoping to in the chat a bit, but I guess that's not a style live. I do, but it's just I get through the stuff first. If I don't, it's gonna take me like 2 hours to get through like the news, and that's what people really like come here for. I don't know why people come here. Anyone's guess. But I like to get the news out, and then we just hang out after. We do our chores, and then we get to have cake. I don't eat cake anymore because I'm fat, but I yeah, I we can celebrate after I'm done with the news, which I am now. Mr. MC1 says, "Hi all." Why, hello, Mr. MC1. Oh, there's not a lot of comments here at all. We'll be here. We'll be done real quick. As besides the narrative hitting, what will cause OMI to actually go up? So I did mention this a bit before, so I'll go over and just say it again. You have the heavy marketing that they're going to do with either whatever the affiliate marketing program is. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. They'll do something with me and something with some of the people that are already doing this. I don't think that's really going to be much beneficial. There's going to be other influencers though. There's going to be, actually, I got to double message this Jason. He hasn't fudge. I didn't mean to click that. I had to message him again. I got to message a bunch of people. Jason. I sent it yesterday. I'll give him another day to respond. It's probably busy. But yeah, so you have that. You have at some point we're going to get exchanges. And maybe after Trump's election, maybe when the SEC stops investigating Coinbase. And just because they stop investigating Coinbase doesn't mean like you get on Coinbase right away. it just means that if the SEC goes and stops investigating Coinbase, they'll likely feel comfortable on going on other smaller exchanges, especially after utility rolls out. Utility rolling out, I think, is really paramount. Like, so for Stacker, then it's a legit utility token. It has third-party utility. They wouldn't have to pay any fines, similar to what Dapper Labs had to pay. So you have those as well. And then you're going to have OMI burns with that. You're going to have just ETH going up, the metaverse narrative hitting. Besides, that's the NFT, but they also have the narrative hitting as well. AI is not a fad. This is the future. But it's just, I think that a lot of these AI companies are not worth the value that they claim they are. Mr. MC1 says, love that fig pin. Why, thank you. Why, thank you. Why, thank you, boys. I love it as well. Energy, giving me that peace sign. Flippy Love BB says, good morning, right? Good morning, Flippy. Flippy. Jen is L-Man says, whimsical is dancing and prancing through the beach with the wonderful blowing through my hair with my, I think she means wind, not rip-bowing a real my PD guy apart. What I am doing, one more shoot with those teeth persona. What I am doing with those teeth persona. I don't know what that means, but I will embrace this type of whimsy soon. Oh God, soon. Is she rewatching it? I feel like she wouldn't rewatch it, but I guess she did. Anyway, let's move on here. This is why do you think Definity won't move anytime soon? Just from what I said before, I don't think they really have any plans of major marketing. And again, anyone could go and find it and be like, and they could find out what they do, and they'd be like, all right, I need to get some. Until they go public with how much money they're making, you can find like, hey, these guys are doing good and they're making money, but how much are they making? Until that goes public, I don't think you see a ton of buys, which is fine. Definity can stay down here as long as it wants, and I will go up and I'll continue to buy OMI and DEVVE, and then I will slosh all of that into. Again, right now, Definity is my second biggest bag. It's possible that DEVVE becomes my second biggest bag in the future. Yeah. And then we'll go in and we'll cycle into Definity. Definity will become my biggest bag at some point. You heard it here first. Definity will become a real Randy Chavez biggest crypto bag at some point. That's obviously, I think NFTs run first. I think OMI goes up. And again, whichever one I'm happy with. Happy if Flow goes up, happy if Lulium goes up. Bumper, Ricky Frank, how much have you spent on 200 million OMI? Like $600,000. I would do, bro. You don't need to ask it like 3 different times. But yeah, I'd say about 600K, maybe a little more. And Macau says, as a fad, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Yeah, the AI is definitely not a fad. That it's the future. Who says so? You can bridge your OMI on app to somewhere off app now. Is it the one? No. All right. So there is a difference between the OMI that's on the app is not GoChain OMI. That is a layer 2 OMI that's what you'll have the one bridge feature, the one-click bridge on the app to Stacker. That is not this. This is people that have GoChain OMI and they're looking to convert it to ERC20. What do you think is enough DEVVE to make a good size amount? Mind sharing how much DEVVE you currently hold? I won't say exactly how much I hold. It's not enough. I'll say this: it's more than 10K worth. It's not enough though. Not enough at all. It's more than 10K. It's less than 50K. It's not enough. I want more. I am gonna I don't know what this is gonna do if I exit out of this. So I'm gonna try something real quick, and let's see what it does. It made me all frozen. Okay, we're back now. We're back. Sorry, I was frozen for a second. I just tried to try something. Yeah, that gave it like a good 10 seconds, right? But yeah, trying to get more. They would see 1 cent OMI by June. It depends what that narrative runs. I don't know. I wish I did. If you have one shot, one opportunity, even if the narrative does, if it ran tomorrow, I don't know how well OMI does. Like it'll obviously do well, but it's going to be harder for people. So again, not being on exchanges might be a boon to it, because people are only going to be that there'll be such a big squeeze if people are only in America are only able to get it through Uniswap, Coinbase Wallet, which is the Uniswap aggregator. They're going to have to buy, and like they have to get it. There's no other option for Americans. I guess you could do it on Stacker as well, but so that could cause a squeeze. Whereas if you're on like a crypto.com, or if you're on some of these smaller exchanges, again, all the other exchanges outside of America ones, I'm not going to say are not worth it, but you have MEXC, you have Ascendex, you have OKX, which is like one of the biggest ones out there. You have a bunch of these smaller exchanges. Anyone outside of the US can get OMI. Again, the more exchanges, the better. But the people in America, they have one option, and they're just gonna it's gonna have this chokehold on it, and you're gonna see it rip. Oh, again, obviously, you would like a crypto.com, you would like a Coinbase. I don't think we get these right away. Again, with the SEC still investigating Coinbase, gun to my head, I'm not going to bet on that right away. After the lawsuit is done, sure. Right now, I don't think so. But could we get? Yeah, I think we can get a cent by June if the narrative runs. The narrative runs, we get like 3 cents by June, but that narrative might not run until Q4. We might have to wait 10 months. So we'll see. Says, awesome, Randy. Thanks for always taking care of us. One last question. What did you end up eating today? I started with I started with 6 Bob Evans sausages with like the circular ones, the sausage patties on just toast. And then later I had 2 pieces of toast with Arnold Schwarzenegger muscle leg. And then I had another 2 pieces of toast with like a half a cup of Arnold muscle. And then that got the tummy rumbling. So I had another piece of dry toast, like try to calm the stomach. Then I had the Seagram 7. I got to go wash dishes soon, so I'm gonna do that. Oh shoot! Oh god, what are we doing here? What are we doing? VeVe comic preview. Hang on a second here. Green Hornet, Miss Fury, #1 on VeVe. All right, not bad, not bad. Green Hornet, Miss Fury. Coolio. I'll give him the smiles for that. VeVe Comics never really had it's got like 3,000 followers, not a ton of followers on there. Anyhow, it looks like that'll be it for me today. So please, everyone, comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. I have to buy a bunch of crypto. I have to do a bunch of dishes. I love y'all. Class dismissed. Everyone say goodbye to I raise my glass and dance on